Welcome to Beyond the Press Release, a production of Gore Column, in which we take the time to speak with small pack executives after they put out important news. With us today, for the first time ever, Rob Smith, the CEO and director at TUT Fitness, trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the stock symbol GYM. Jim, if you ask yourself, how come I haven't heard of such a stock symbol to remember? They just went public. It's a brand new listing. And you're going to love this, especially for all of you overweight on Canadian Thanksgiving and saying, oh man, I need to get into shape. Here's what you need to know. The global home exercise equipment and online fitness market is a $9.5 billion market, which is already big, all right? But it's entering a hyper growth stage and expected $30 billion by 2026. So you're talking about a triple in 5 years, due in large part to the pandemic driving people to do just more things at home, including fitness. Now everyone wants to get fit, but most people are struggling with a couple problems. The rising cost of home gyms. There's a lot of demand, and in a time that's still financially challenging, people do have higher priorities. Space. Most people just don't have the space for bulky, heavy home fitness equipment, like most home gyms that have right now, because most people using home gyms already kind of have the space, right? And expertise. Most people, outside of the very basics, don't have the knowledge to simply optimize their workouts. So all three of those create a challenge for people making decisions. TUT has designed and patented one of the world's smallest, lightest, most affordable, high-performance portable home gyms that can be assembled and disassembled in minutes by just about anyone. And more than just lip service, let's watch this 45-second video to give you a short but powerful overview of TUT, because seeing is definitely believing. If you're as impressed as I was by that video, then you want to know a little bit more. TUT is one of the only publicly listed home gym companies. Their home gym has over 250 exercises. They've got a diverse revenue model that combines hardware and a digital app and recurring revenue. And their advisors include Carl Bergstrom, who's head performance coach of the Golden State Warriors. And they're even a sponsor of Cynthia Apia, who's a member of Canada's Olympic bobsled team. Rob, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you.
Rob, it's great to have you on here because we want to hear all about TUT. The headline we're talking about today is TUT Fitness Group and Centered signed global partnership agreement to promote TUT exercise equipment to a private marketplace of 57 million health and wellness consumers. But before we get to that, I want to talk about the reason how you got there. Your origin story, TUT's origin story about a submarine is the foundation of your competitive advantage. So let's talk about that.
So the original concept was derived by a Navy commander who wanted a more portable way for the new crew or submarines or ships to be able to exercise and strength train. So portability really has been at the forefront of everything that we do. Our core patented technology deals with stackable resistance bands that can really replace heavy metal weights or plates to provide that constant tension during the length of a rep. We also call that time under tension.
Right.
So we think this is a real game changer because of the amount of weight that you can lift, the pump that you get without feeling the pressure on your joints and tendons. It's more really a new compact way of working out. Think of it as a micro gym that weighs less than 12 pounds. It takes up less than 2 square feet.
Yeah, and I think that's awesome, right? Because somebody came along and said, hey, we're a bunch of sailors here. We're on a submarine. We can't have these big gyms. Somebody find a solution for us. I love that origin story. And now that's led to the TUT and commercialization. So next question, how big of a problem are you guys solving?
Well, that's a great question. the home gym sector itself is about a $10 billion plus global market that is yet to really provide more portable, compact home gym that addresses strength training, cardio, prehab, rehab needs in sort of one affordable solution.
And by the way, just to be clear, because you kind of referred to it in the first question, small and compact doesn't mean less pound for the dollar, right? You guys are really able to give a fantastic workout. It's just in a smaller package.
Correct. What we really want consumers and our customers to understand is that they don't need to spend $3,000 to $5,000 on an expensive piece of equipment or a lavish home gym. They can actually buy a multifunctional, high-performance home gym that fits literally anywhere and that delivers up to 200 pounds of resistance, 250 exercises, and you can do all of that for less than $1,500.
Yeah, that's incredible because I've got a figure, and guys, this is just my own anecdotal evidence. Most people I know who have a home gym, they have home gyms because they live in big homes and they're able to afford bringing in all that bulky equipment, all that. But let's face it, there's an entire world out there of small homes, townhomes, condo owners, and this is a great solution. And when this interview is done, I want to tell all you guys to go to tutfitnessgroup.com. Rob, the one challenge of business to consumer, B2C, is distribution. It can get expensive, right? How does TUT reach George to convince him to buy the product? And a lot of times it scares me because it can get really expensive and you maybe end up losing your shirt. But this deal with Centered seemed to kind of solve that problem because I'm reading a quote. They're a private one-stop digital concierge where members can access personalized recommendation for fitness studios, products, on and on, in more than 200 cities worldwide. So how great of a relationship is this with Centered?
Yeah, we're really excited about this. It's really an affiliate partnership. It came together very quickly and aligns the TUT brand with a great like-minded partner in Centered. They've really positioned themselves as a digital concierge for the app-based community for consumers, wellness products and services. So we think it's a tremendous opportunity to kind of, in an authentic way, engage the TUT brand to center its 57 million affluent members. It's really powerful for TUT to be able to reach that type of an audience.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fantastic way to start off when you're a B2C company to have that kind of relationship. By the way, when does that relationship start? Is it officially started or do you need time to ramp up with that?
Yeah, so we've been working on these things for a while. It's a great question. So we've started, but really kicking things off. Centered will promote the TUT Fitness Group brand, which includes our trainer and our rower. They'll feature the fitness brand to their 57 million affluent members around the world. That's like a global audience. We'll be paying them affiliate commissions. The consumers can purchase the TUT products. We'll also receive a free lifetime membership to Centered's private marketplace, which is valued at about $1,000 a year. So by the nature of the size, by the nature of our size, we have to be very disciplined with our cash, and the deals that we do have to be strategic. So this really fit for us.
Yeah, you can't go take ads on the Super Bowl, right? You can't go spend $5 million on a 30-second spot. So I love affiliate partnerships because it's performance driven. So I think that's great. Outside of that, Rob, so that's great. What else is your distribution model? And what's your pricing model? How do you guys generate revenue from hardware and software?
So we have a distribution model that includes omni multi-channel sales strategy, and that really involves direct to consumer with our fitness app, social media, B2B partners, affiliate deals like we did with Centered, media partnerships. There's a lot of media that are writing on the TUT brand right now in terms of our product, gym trainers and influencers. And then the last one would be strategic partners and retailers. So at the end of the day, we've got an omni-channel. We want this experience for the customers to be both seamless online and offline.
And I'm assuming you're getting great partnerships like this because you guys are pretty unique. There are a lot of people who have big, bulky gym systems in this world, but there aren't too many TUTs of the world, I guess, right?
That's correct. So we have a diverse revenue model combining both the hardware and the digital app, recurring revenue, targeting a massive market. I mean, obviously the home gym market itself is 10 plus billion. The software online fitness market is over $30 billion. So we have a tremendous opportunity to really target those two sectors. We make great margins on our hardware and our rower, which includes the TUT trainer gym.
right?
We charge $9.99 a month after a 30-day freemium for our digital training app. We'll also be expanding our digital content to include tiered pricing, on-demand coaching, and other software products.
Yeah, that's great. I love the fact that you combine hardware and software because, I've got a home gym, and it's just, big bulky weights, great, but there's no app, there's no technology. It's just you lift and manage it most yourself. And at $9.99, I think it's a fantastic. That's such an easy price point. I think that's a great model. And let's talk about the technology side because the hardware side, I think a lot of us can picture it. And after seeing that video, we can kind of see how that works. But what is TUT doing to boost human performance in terms of technology?
It's another good question. So we just hired a new technology lead, and in conjunction with our digital training app, we're developing new technologies that we're integrating into the TUT machine. So that's future products that will add more strength and conditioning features along with other performance metrics. We plan to use that data that we get and make it actionable analytics for our customers. We believe adding the software angle to the TUT machine will really boost and increase sales and open up new revenue streams.
Devil's advocate, because I always like to play devil's advocate in these conversations as well, because there is no business that's bulletproof. There's no business that has no flaws, no competitors. We all have them. Agoracom has got them. So here's what I'm going to ask you. It's a competitive market. You've got the likes of Peloton, all right? Techno Gym. How do you respond to investors or people who ask, hey, how do you compete with companies like that?
Well, put it this way. This is my own personal opinion.
Sure.
I think the market's trending in our way. It's trending in our direction. It's looking for more value and higher performance products that can literally fit anywhere. So space is a huge, huge factor. If I'm sitting at home and I'm looking for a piece of equipment, I want to make that choice easier, but I might be restricted by price. I might be restricted by the size of the apartment that I live in or the size of the house, the lack of rooms. I actually think that the incumbent bike space, the treadmill space, I believe all of these things are a race to the bottom. I think now that Chinese manufacturers have stepped in, we're already seeing that consolidation. We're seeing big investments, large fitness brands looking to make those acquisitions. So for us, I believe that money, that strategic, whatever you want to call it, is looking for downstream opportunities. And I think we're sitting here growing our IP portfolio. We're sitting here with fitness products that are trending in the direction that consumers are looking. We have a unique opportunity because I think we have an ability with the resistance band technology that we have that's patented to really become one of the new home gym standards. So I think, while it is a competitive space, we're yet to see direct competitors to what we're doing. I'm not saying that's not going to happen in the future. I'd be crazy to say that.
Sure.
But if we keep things compact, affordable, high performance, accessible, these are all the things that people are looking for.
Yeah, and anecdotally speaking, just for fun, we've even seen some of the biggest brands in the world do that. Like Mercedes went from, they always had big sedans to little, I-Benzes and 230s, small, compact, affordable, because there's a huge market for that. So I think you guys are sitting in a great space. I really like the market you guys are, the space that you're taking up here. What are some of the, outside of just generic, people want to exercise and take it home, what are some of the near-term catalysts for your growth that you're seeing?
Well, I think we just announced Centered. We have more news next week. So key partnerships in the coming weeks and months to do with sales, brand visibility, intellectual property, which also includes OEM licensing. With the patented resistant band technology that we have, that just opens up tremendous doors. So we're already having strategic discussions with large equipment manufacturers that want to, license the resistant band technology.
Wow.
Software development. We think all of these things are great drivers for our business.
I think it's fair to say, after talking to you, that TUT, the company, in a lot of ways is like your fitness equipment, small and compact, but packs a big punch inside of it. So that's awesome to hear that your patent pending, your patented technology is already, you're already having discussions with OEMs and other people to potentially license it. We don't know if look, for everyone home, we don't know where that's going to end up, but it's great to know that it's already attracted the attention of people within the industry. Last words, Rob, because we could talk about TUT and the fitness industry and all of that for a long time, but we want to make this like a good introductory video. Last words to you. Anything that we've missed or something that's important that the investment community should know about?
Well, I think you mentioned it off the top. We are one of the only publicly traded companies in the space. So for, I think, investors out there, there's not a lot of ways to play this space currently. Although there's more IPOs all the time around the fitness space. I think from a mission perspective, in terms of the CEO of this business, we're really trying to make home gym training more accessible and more affordable. I think it's that simple for us. I think that's much needed right now. This is a tough time for people. People don't necessarily have the money to spend on expensive fitness items. So if we can help out in some way and make things more functional, make things more affordable, I think that's really important to us.
Yeah, and if it's good enough for sailors and guys in the Navy who are a lot stronger than me, that's for sure, then I'm sure you got some great equipment, and more importantly, you have the makings of a great company. Rob, thanks for joining us today. Can't wait to have you back, because no doubt this is a growing industry. You guys are growing, and I can't wait to have you back for some more interviews in the future.
Thank you so much.
For everybody at home, you've been watching or have been listening by podcast on Spotify, Google, Apple, your favorite podcast platform, to Rob Smith, the CEO and director of TUT Fitness. Brand new listing on the TSX Venture Exchange, GYM, Gym. You can't get a better, more relevant stock symbol, an easier one to remember. Your part now is to start doing your due diligence. Get to the company's profile page on Agoracom. We've got all the aspects of the company all laid out for you there in an easy to read, well summarized profile page. And then from there, to do your deep dive due diligence, you can link over, you can see it right above Rob right now, tutfitnessgroup.com. Make sure to visit, do your deep dive due diligence. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a great day. See you next time.
Thank you.
Hey guys, this video is over, but don't forget to help your company by liking it and then leaving a comment below. And then don't forget to help yourself by subscribing to our channel so you don't ever miss another great Agoracom small cap video.